Greetings, kinfolk. I recently and I've heard a story and stories about people who have been contracting COVID and family members who've been dying from COVID. I live here in Houston, Texas, and man, that thing has been a nightmare. And I often hear their voices; they sound adrift, they sound like they're looking for direction and feel alone. And so all that came to my mind as I was hearing these thoughts was, and it's by the Holy Spirit, is this verse up above, written by David, who was the former king of Israel, is that the Lord is my shepherd. And you got to think about David in that particular time. He's the anointed king, but he's not yet come into his appointment. Saul, who is the current king of Israel, was chasing him around and trying to kill him, and he wasn't sure where his next meal was coming from. Wasn't sure whether he was going to be taken care of or how it was going to come. And so when he writes these inspired words, the Lord is my shepherd, I think they apply to us in this moment where we feel adrift, where we feel alone, where we feel isolated. And I'm just going to read these words and then I'll fade out. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me to lie down in green pastures. He restores my soul. He leads me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the very valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil, for he is with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, and my cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord for years to come. And real briefly, you fast forward some millennia, and you get to our favorite person, Jesus Christ. And he says something that makes it really personal. And he makes this promise personal because he really is present in that moment. And he says, I am the good shepherd, and the good shepherd gives his life for his sheep. And so we have a shepherd. His name is Jesus Christ. He is presently reigning and ruling. I just want to let you know, no matter what you think, no matter what you feel, you are being directed, and he will take care of you. Selah.